Hi, welcome to day 5 of week 7 in the Bible in a Year Live Tanakh project. We'll continue our reading today from Numbers chapter 11 to 13, reading from the complete Jewish Bible. Let's dive into today's reading. Chapter 11. But the people began complaining about their hardships to Adonai. When Adonai heard it, his anger flared up, so that fire from Adonai broke out against them and consumed the outskirts of the camp. Then the people cried to Moshe. Moshe prayed to Adonai, and the fire abated. That place was called Tavera, burning, because Adonai's fire broke out against them. Next, the mixed crowd that was with them grew greedy for an easier life, while the people of Israel, for their part, also renewed their weeping and said, "If only we had meat to eat. We remembered the fish we used to eat in Egypt. It cost us nothing. And the cucumbers, the melons, the leeks, the onions, and the garlic. But now we are withering away. We have nothing to look at but this man." The man, by the way, was like coriander seed and white like gum resin. The people would go around gathering it and would grind it up in mills or pound it to paste with mortar and pestle. Then they would cook it in pots and make it into loaves that tasted like cakes baked with olive oil. When the dew settled on the camp during the night, the man came with it. Moshe heard the people crying, family after family, each person at the entrance to his tent. The anger of Adonai flared up violently, and Moshe too was displeased. Moshe asked Adonai, "Why are you treating your servant so badly? Why haven't I found favor in your sight so that you put the burden of this entire people on me? Did I conceive these people? Was I their father so that you tell me, carry them in your arms like a nurse carrying a baby to the land you swore to their ancestors? Where am I going to get meat to give to this entire people? Because they keep bothering me with their crying and saying, 'Give us meat to eat.' I can't carry this entire people by myself alone. It's too much for me. If you are going to treat me this way, then just kill me outright, please, if you have any mercy toward me, and don't let me go on being this miserable." Adonai said to Moshe, "Bring me 70 of the elders of Israel, people you recognize as leaders of the people and officers of theirs. Bring them to the tent of meeting, and have them stand there with you. I will come down and speak with you there, and I will take some of the Spirit which rests on you and put it on them. Then they will carry the burden of the people along with you, so that you won't carry it yourself alone. Tell the people, 'Consecrate yourselves for tomorrow, and you will eat meat, because you cried in the ears of Adonai. If only we had meat to eat. We had the good life in Egypt. All right, Adonai is going to give you meat, and you will eat it. You won't eat it just 1 day, or 2 days, or 5, or 10, or 20 days, but a whole month, until it comes out of your nose and you hate it, because you have rejected Adonai, who is here with you, and distressed him with your crying and asking, 'Why did we ever leave Egypt?'" But Moshe said, "Here I am with 600,000 men on foot, and yet you say, 'I will give them meat to eat for a whole month.' If whole flocks and herds were slaughtered for them, would it be enough? If all the fish in the sea were collected for them, would even that be enough?" Adonai answered Moshe, "Has Adonai's arm grown short? Now you will see whether what I said will happen or not." Moshe went out and told the people what Adonai had said. Then he collected 70 of the leaders of the people and placed them all around the tent. Adonai came down in the cloud, spoke to him, took some of the Spirit that was on him, and put it on the 70 leaders. When the Spirit came to rest on them, they prophesied. Then, but not afterwards. There were 2 men who stayed in the camp, one named Eldad and the other Medad, and the Spirit came to rest on them. They were among those listed to go out to the tent, but they hadn't done so, and they prophesied in the camp. A young man ran and told Moshe, "Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp." Yehoshua, the son of Nun, who from his youth up had been Moshe's assistant, answered, "My lord, Moshe, stop them." But Moshe replied, "Are you so zealous to protect me? I wish all of Adonai's people were prophets. I wish Adonai would put his spirit on all of them. Moshe and the leaders of Israel went back into the camp, and Adonai sent out a wind which brought quail from across the sea and let them fall near the camp, about a day's trip away on each side of the camp and all around it, covering the ground to a depth of 3 feet. The people stayed up all that day, all night, and all the next day gathering the quails. The person gathering the least collected 10 heaps. Then they spread them out for themselves all around the camp. But while the meat was still in their mouth before they had chewed it, the anger of Adonai flared up against the people, and Adonai struck the people with a terrible plague. Therefore, that place was named Kivroth Hatava, graves of greed, because there they buried the people who were so greedy. From Kivroth Hatava, the people traveled to Hatzeroth, and they stayed at Hatzeroth. Chapter 12. Miriam and Aharon began criticizing Moshe on account of the Ethiopian woman he had married, for he had in fact married an Ethiopian woman. They said, "Is it true that Adonai has spoken only with Moshe? Hasn't he spoken with us too?" Adonai heard them. Now this man Moshe was very humble, more so than anyone on earth. Suddenly Adonai told Moshe, Aharon, and Miriam, "Come out, you three, to the tent of meeting." The three of them went out. Adonai came down in a column of cloud and stood at the entrance of the tent. He summoned Aharon and Miriam, and they both went forward. He said, "Listen to what I say. When there is a prophet among you, I, Adonai, make myself known to him in a vision. I speak with him in a dream. But it isn't that way with my servant Moshe. He is the only one who is faithful in my entire household. With him, I speak face to face and clearly, not in riddles. He sees the image of Adonai. So why weren't you afraid to criticize my servant Moshe?" The anger of Adonai flared up against them, and he left. But when the cloud was removed from above the tent, Miriam had Zarat, as white as snow. Aharon looked at Miriam, and she was as white as snow. Aharon said to Moshe, "Oh, my Lord, please don't punish us for this sin we committed so foolishly. Please don't let her be like a stillborn baby, with its body half eaten away when it comes out of its mother's womb." Moshe cried out to Adonai, "Oh God, I beg you, please heal her." Maftir. Adonai answered Moshe, "If her father had merely spit in her face, wouldn't she hide herself in shame for 7 days? So let her be shut out of the camp for 7 days. After that, she can be brought back in." Miriam was shut out of the camp 7 days, and the people did not travel until she was brought back in. Afterwards, the people went on from Hatzeroth and camped in the Paran desert. Chapter 13. Adonai said to Moshe, "Send men on your behalf to reconnoiter the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the people of Israel. From each ancestral tribe send someone who is a leader in his tribe." Moshe dispatched them from the Paran desert as Adonai had ordered. All of them were leading men among the people of Israel. Here are their names. From the tribe of Reuben, Shammua, the son of Zachar. From the tribe of Shimon, Shaphat, the son of Hori. From the tribe of Yehuda, Caleb, the son of Yephoneh. From the tribe of Issachar, Yigal, the son of Joseph. From the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Nun. From the tribe of Benjamin, Palti, the son of Raphu. From the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel, the son of Sodi. From the tribe of Joseph, that is, from the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi, the son of Susi. From the tribe of Dan, Amiel, the son of Gamali. From the tribe of Asher, Satur, the son of Mikhael. From the tribe of Naphtali, Nachbi, the son of Vophsi. And from the tribe of Gad, Geuel, the son of Maki. These are the names of the men Moshe sent out to reconnoiter the land. Moshe gave to Hoshea, the son of Nun, the name Joshua. Moshe sent them to reconnoiter the land of Canaan, instructing them, "Go on up to the Negev and into the hills, and see what the land is like. Notice the people living there, whether they are strong or weak, few or many, and what kind of country they live in. whether it is good or bad, and what kind of cities they live in, open or fortified. See whether the land is fertile or unproductive, and whether there is wood in it or not. Finally, be bold enough to bring back some of the fruit of the land. When they left, it was the season for the first grapes to ripen. They went up and reconnoitered the land from the Zin desert to Rekhov, near the entrance to Hamath. They went up into the Negev and arrived at Hezron, Achiman, Shishai, and Talmai. The Anakim lived there. Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. They came to the Eshcol Valley, and there they cut off a branch bearing one cluster of grapes, which they carried on a pole between two of them. They also took pomegranates and figs. The place was called the Valley of Eshcol Cluster, because of the cluster which the people of Israel cut down there. 40 days later, they returned from reconnoitering the land and went to Moshe, Aharon, and the entire community of the people of Israel at Kadesh in the Paran desert, where they brought back word to them and to the entire community and showed them the fruit of the land. What they told him was this: We entered the land where you sent us, and indeed, it does flow with milk and honey, and here is its fruit. However, the people living in the land are fierce, and the cities are fortified and very large. Moreover, we saw the Anakim there. Amalek lives in the area of the Negev. The Hittite, the Yebusi, and the Emori live in the hills, and the Canaani live by the sea and alongside the Yarden. Caleb silenced the people around Moshe and said, We ought to go up immediately and take possession of it. There's no question that we can conquer it. But the men who had gone with him said, We can't attack those people because they are stronger than we are. And they spread a negative report about the land they had reconnoitered for the people of Israel by saying, The land we passed through in order to spy it out is a land that devours its inhabitants. All the people we saw there were giants. We saw the Nephilim, the descendants of Anak, who was from the Nephilim. To ourselves, we looked like grasshoppers by comparison, and we looked that way to them too.